apologies. I am a little bit late today because I got caught up in a little conversation while we were out canvassing. You know, the best part about doing this is I am getting to know my neighbors, but I'm also, you know, what's really wonderful is being pulled into somebody's apartment, literally. Did you have any questions? Yes, come on in and have a seat. So we're having conversations with my neighbors, and well, some of them are polite and fun and interesting and about a give and take, and others are more challenging. But either way, the greatest thing that we can do, and I hope everybody keeps it in mind, is that we all live on this planet. We're all entitled to our own opinions. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So my apologies. I am a little bit late. But what another lovely reading for this week. I am so excited to go about this. So our first overarching card is Koi Fish Spirit. Love it. There is always enough. There's always enough. And so the one that I really love, what I really love about this is if you know anything about koi fish, these are actually like a form of goldfish. And they grow as big as the environment that they're in. That's why if you go to these big, huge ponds, you'll see these big, huge fish. And you know, and that's because, but it's also if you have a smaller pond or a smaller situation, they also fill that. So it's almost like there's always abundance. There's always enough. And that is overarching everybody this week, which is lovely. I know might be a little bit too much exuberance here, but the second part, so let's get right into the cards. Again, my Vision Quest. Now, what I'm going to be doing, I have the YouTube channel, which is Cards and Charts as well, and it's on YouTube. And I am going to start posting every day just some informational videos about why I use the tarot deck that I do. Why, you know, because some people, they think it's a little bit more vague, but what I like to do is I like to do the path of the spirit, not so much telling you you're going to meet a dark Sagittarian tomorrow. And I'll explain to you why that happens and the different cards and so on and so forth. So our first card tonight is the Ace of Air. Look at that beautiful feather. Gorgeous. And anything that's an ace is the beginning. It's the beginning of a process. And air is all about our minds. It's also called swords in other decks, but it's basically, because it's your mind, it's divine inspiration, right? So not only do we have this card of abundance, we have the first card. So if you pick card number 1, the Ace of Air, this is the beginning of a process when it comes to your mental faculties. So it can be inspiration. It can be, you know, all of a sudden, some things that you've been having ideas on. It is a creative process. It is the beginning. It can be the beginning of a business. It can be the beginning of an idea, of a book, of you know, any number of things. But this is basically the beginning. But look how beautiful that is. Now, the thing is with any kind of ace, this is an uprush. This is, you know, a lot of times I know myself, I talk myself out of my ideas really quickly. And that's really unfortunate because we are getting those ideas. There is nothing new. We are all connected. We are all connected. So this is where your ideas are coming from. So sit with them, nurture them. Do something, take action on them. But this is a time right now, I would say that you are getting, you're definitely getting notification of what your next steps are to be. And more mental clarity, the beginning of mental clarity, right? The beginning of that mental process, the beginning of using your mind to attain something, to achieve something. Now, the next two are beautiful. We've got our 9 of Earth. Look at that growth, baby. And this is exactly where we are. And this is accumulation. So Earth is basically about manifestation. It's growing, as we see here. We've got all, you know, this is the time of the gourds now. So you have like your pumpkins and your squashes and everything just coming in. And that's basically why the Nine of Earth shows all the gourds, because this is all about the fall of the earth. So this is accumulation. This is a time when you've been working really hard. You've been able to accumulate or manifest quite a lot. You're in a wonderful place. It's a fortunate material. You have a lot of material possessions or material resources at your fingertips. So, and again, this with the koi fish, so this is the end of like a project or a finishing, it's almost like, if you've been building a house, this is like now you're putting the doors on, so this has been, you've been building a company, the thing is, it is material wealth. So you can, you could be selling stocks and get material wealth. But what this is about in this case is, I would say it's just more a combination of not just what is it that you have, but how is it that you use it? I've had some wonderful people do extraordinary things, acts of kindness lately. Being wealthy, having abundance does not necessarily mean you have $100 million in the bank. It means that you have those friends that call and check up on you when things aren't going well. It means that you have people that, oh, let's go for dinner, when they know that, maybe you haven't gone grocery shopping. And it's that gratitude that we need to feel, to really look at our life and not just say, what is it that we have? It's like, what is it that we have? What is it that we consider abundance? That's what I would say right now, because that's what we've got going with the koi fish. Now, I know now we're going to get into card number 3, which is our beautiful Son of Earth. And again, another earth, but this is like the beginning of a personality. So this is, you've gone through an ace and through 10 a few times, and you know that you can make things happen. You know that you can grow things. You know that you can create material success. You know that maybe you've started a business and it's, getting that confidence that you can do it yet again, because you know those steps. So we had somebody that did a 1 and a 2, we had somebody that did a 2 and a 3, and I think we had somebody that did a 1 and a 3. But I would just have to say, like, with all of this right now, this is such a period of abundance. This October, we've just come into autumn. We've just had the autumn equinox last weekend, and this is all about you always have enough. And sometimes it's really hard when we're out and we're doing the grind and we know we get our paycheck in there, and it's really hard sometimes to take a look at the mundane, to look at what we have without having like a promotion or something like that. So all of these cards are achievements. Whoever has had 1 and 3, this is very exciting, because you've got the practical knowledge of how to use your intelligence, and this is going to be the creative process or the idea that comes to you that allows you to create the next. And the 1 and 2, I think that was Eileen, you got 1 and 2. Again, see, these 2 cards aren't too far off. They're like a step away from each other. This is just like, this is the youthful exuberance of using our knowledge, and this is basically at a point where you're looking, going, yeah, man, I can do this. So whatever we have combined with this ace, take this gently though, nurture this little idea, but know that you always have enough. So take that chance. Please take that chance. Boy, I feel like this reading is all for me. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much. Tarot Tuesday. And again, you can go to my YouTube channel, Cards and Charts. Once I figure out that more, I'll let you know more about that. And also, if anybody wants their own reading, readings are quite a bit different than what's going on here, because here I'm trying to put this a mass marketing situation. But if you would like your own reading, please get in touch with me and we shall talk to you later. Love you all. Okay, bye.